Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Who Are You podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Connor Overbay, and I got the wifey sitting next to me, Shannon Overbay.
Hello.
If this is your first time checking out the Who Are You podcast, welcome. We are always happy to have new listeners, new watchers. Any way you guys are checking out our content, make sure to give us a like, a follow, a subscribe on all the social media. It's going to be at Who Are You Pod. Again, if this is your first time to the show, we are a interview-style podcast where we sit down with all kinds of different, entrepreneurs, content creators, athletes, a mix of all kinds of people, and also some weeks it's just me and the wife talking over what's going on in the world currently. But like I said, give us a follow on all the social media at Who Are You Pod on everything, including the YouTube channel. If you guys are liking us, our audio, I promise you guys would like the video side, so make sure to go check us out on there. But like I said, we're sitting down for a nice chill Sunday hangout. Obviously, we had the big 200th episode last week, and we're on 201 now. Crazy to even say those words.
It is so crazy. Obviously, we've been, it was just one day you wanted to start something, and here we are almost 4 years later. It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of big announcements last week. We were talking about, we were under contract for a home, and it looks
Very
like everything is moving forward, which I'm very excited about. All the inspections came back good, got the septic tank inspected as well, and overall everything was looking good besides a couple breakers. So can't be too
excited.
mad.
And they agreed to replace those few things, so... Yeah, super excited to keep moving forward. It should be pretty quiet, I think, over the next couple weeks until closing day. But
I'm not gonna lie, this week was balls to the wall crazy though. I mean, you had to leave work to go make a payment on something. I was getting inspections figured out. It was just like, holy shit, like every day was something new.
Absolutely. So it'll be nice to just chill and to, kind of ride things out until that day. I already have off for work for taking all the day to sign all the paperwork. So.
Yeah, we're going to basically, I was telling Noel, and I said something else, but I was like, they're basically taking a drop of my blood to make sure that like we're agreeing to this house. But super, super excited about it. We're excited to bring you guys more content, grow what kind of content we put on the page with that kind of stuff, whether it's home remediation or, installing new things at the house, just updating stuff. We're super excited about it, but we posted a video today. If you guys want to know more about it on there, go on our social channels. We talk all about it on last week's episode. But crazy stuff going on this week. Like I said, we're going to be talking about what's going on in the world here currently. Tiger Woods. Second time he has flipped his car, and he is arrested for DUI or suspicion of DUI the other day. They did do a breathalyzer test and came back with nothing, but he has a history of abusing other substances, and a lot of people are thinking it's going to be that because he refused a urinalysis as well.
Well, and everything that I read said that they weren't suspecting alcohol. So... obviously testing for those other substances, I don't know what all, obviously you said urinalysis, there's the blood draw, all that different stuff, but
yeah.
I don't know. As soon as you told me, I'm literally like, if I was him, if I had all that money, I would never drive. I would have a driver everywhere I went.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't hate driving, but since I drive so much for what I do for a job, it's just like, some days we'll get home, me and you won't go out to get some food. And she's always like, you driving? I'm like, no, I don't want to drive.
I know. And I get angry at other drivers. So
Shannon's not the biggest fan of driving herself, but no. So crazy stories on this one. So I did some research on this. So reported by Yahoo Sports, he was trying to pass a pickup truck that was pulling a pressure cleaner trailer. So basically a truck that had a trailer on the back of it. And I guess the guy in the trailer, from what is reported here, is saying that the guy driving the trailer was going to turn into a residence, and I guess Woods was trying to make his way around, like right when he made that turn. Ended up clipping the actual the trailer and flipped his car. He was not injured. There's a crazy photo of him, like his car flipped over on his side, and he's just on the phone, just sitting there like looking and calling people and stuff. So so crazy stuff with that. Was arrested. He was arrested on this. Let me see, what all was he charged with? He was charged with suspicion of DUI, property damage, and refusal of a lawful test. So the blood draw, the urinalysis, all that kind of stuff. This is the second time he's done this. The first time he flipped his car, it was in 2021, where he struck a tree, rolled the car, and ended up like shattering his leg. Like it was a really big thing. So yeah, crazy stuff with Tiger Woods right now. It's, he was America's darling for the longest time, and then there was a whole stuff of him cheating on his wife basically hitting him in the head with a 9-iron, all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's just wild to see these people who you think are multi-millionaires. He has enough money for the rest of his life to do whatever the fuck he wants to do, and he's doing this kind of stuff. It's wild to see, and really just destroying your reputation over time.
Absolutely. It's like you said, like, he still golfs, I don't know how often he plays in tournaments and stuff anymore.
He hasn't played in a tournament in a while because of back issues and that shattered leg.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, like, it's crazy that he walked away from a rollover with no injuries.
Yeah, it didn't look like the car did, crazy, 20 flips or anything. It looked like it more on the side.
Yeah.
Obviously, thankfully, he's okay, but with all this stuff going on, it's crazy to see a guy do this kind of stuff when you literally have more money than God.
Right. Well, and if the tractor trailer was already turning, it was just him being impatient at that point.
Yeah.
So crazy stuff. Obviously, I'm not a fan of anything having to do with car accidents.
I get you.
But, glad he's okay, but definitely needs to be checked.
I mean, I feel like after the one time you get in trouble for it, right? People make mistakes. People, unfortunately, do drive under the influence of things. And you would think he would learn from this situation. But obviously, just going right through it again when you think you're above the law or nothing's going to happen to you. Yeah, it happened in Jupiter, Florida. So crazy, crazy stuff. I remember we all went to dinner the other night with the boys and some of the family. And we were sitting there talking about it. It's wild to see.
It is definitely wild to see. Like I said, I would never drive again if I had the money he had. But like you said, these people are super rich, super famous. They think they're above the law.
Yeah, definitely with that. And what's crazy is his son is coming up in the golf world as well. Charlie Woods. I think he just signed to a college. I forget which college it was. But he's coming up in the golf world where he's playing in tournaments. He has won some tournaments, and showing that he's going to most likely be a fully professional golfer here in the next 5 years. He'll probably most likely be on tour if he continues with everything. So I just wonder how that all kind of plays into it. What he's thinking about with all that. It's just wild stuff to see.
Right, because obviously your dad is going to be the one you look up to, the one that people are going to compare you to and everything.
But he's also the Michael Jordan of golf. That's the thing, is your dad is golf. He's the one who brought golf to where its prominence is now on everything.
Absolutely. But then, like you said, with everything that's going on right now, is he going to kind of distance himself from him? Is he going to keep getting training, doing everything the same?
Yeah, it'll
be interesting to see.
Yeah, so we'll definitely see more on that. I'm excited for all the other sports podcasts that come out tomorrow, like Pardon My Take and everything, to hear, because those guys can get behind the scenes info. Yeah. And what was wild is I believe that Tiger was on par to go and play the Masters as well. We have that big tournament coming up very soon, and just a week before the Masters, this happens. It's ooh.
Not a good look, that's for sure.
No. Some other crazy stuff. As of last week, we were talking about, Florida playing in the March Madness tournament. Yeah, they ended up losing to Iowa, which sucks. Well, it was such a crazy game. We were sitting there watching. We're the Gators were down 12, I believe, going into, or it was either right after halftime or right before halftime, and they ended up playing their way back in. They were leading kind of back and forth game for the whole second half. And then the Gators make a dumbass decision where they scored. I think they shot a 3, made it. They were up 1 or 2. And they go in full court press with 6 seconds left in the game, and they end up getting the ball down the court, throws off a little corner pass to someone sitting there in the corner. Who was it?
Wide open.
What was his freaking name? Fulgarius for the Hawkeyes. Ends up sinking the 3. Gators go and try to make a last-second play, running down the court. Xavier Lee curls around on the post and isn't able to get the pass off, and the Gators didn't even get a chance at a last shot to win the game. That was a tough loss to see.
That was so bad because that was the night after, right after we recorded the podcast that week. So we were sitting there, and honestly, I mean, like I said, I don't really pay close attention to college basketball and different things like that. But I would just look up, and at one point, like you said, they were down like 12, and I was like, ooh, that's not looking too good. They came back, awesome, and then, yeah, he couldn't do anything. He should have taken his shot when he could and not tried to pass it off.
Yeah, that was a tough one to see. That was very, very tough, unfortunately. So Gators aren't back-to-back champions this year, but at the end of the day, it was still a good ride. They made it a fun season to watch and everything.
And now it's on to the 8, right?
Yeah, they're playing the Elite Eight currently, and then whoever makes it out of the Elite Eight goes to the Final Four, and then the championship. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting. A lot of number ones are making it, like Arizona, Michigan. I believe UConn's playing as we're speaking currently. UConn and I forget who else. Yeah, there's one more game for today. I think it may have already been finished. Let me see here.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on, phone.
And then once this is over, it's just baseball, right? Or like,
yeah, we're going to be getting into baseball season, but then we also have NBA basketball playoffs coming up as well. Yeah, so Michigan ended up beating Tennessee, and Duke and UConn are playing right now. Duke's up by almost 20, so we shall see. Illinois ended up beating Iowa. Illinois is a little bit more of a Cinderella team this year. Even though they are ranked number 3, I don't think most people saw them making it to the Elite Eight. And then Purdue got their butts beat by Arizona last night. So, yeah, after this will be the Final Four matchups on everything.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I thought this was the start of the Elite Eight, but this is the end of it. Okay.
It is. Yeah, last night was the 2 games we were watching when we were over at Caesar's Place.
Gotcha. Yep.
Speaking of that, shout out to the boy Caesar. If you guys have not been to his restaurant, Taco Leon, over off Kernan Boulevard, great homemade Mexican food, all kinds of different kinds of stuff. We were there last night. Caesar is a good buddy of us, the boys, and everything. We've all known each other for a while, but restaurant is killer. If you go on there, look at their reviews, there's been content creators from Jacksonville going there and rating the food.
It's a great vibe, great food.
Yeah, good stuff. We ended up closing down the restaurant last night. We were all hanging out, watching the games, drinking some beers, having some food, and just having a good time. And it ended up being his sister's birthday, so they ended up closing the restaurant down after their normal hours were over. We all stayed there for many hours afterwards, eating food. They were handing out tacos, all kinds of different foods you can try. We were having food, beers, watching UFC fights, watching the games. It was just awesome. I've never really besides us working in restaurants back in the day, gone and closed down another restaurant and stayed there for a while.
That's true. That's very cool. I wish I would have gone, but me with my headaches, I could just get put down. But
yeah.
Sounded like a fun time, and then obviously everyone continued hanging out here for a little bit.
Yeah, everybody came back. We were basically recording a podcast without even having the microphones on. We were all just shooting the shit here on the set, talking to each other. It was me, Nolan, Cam, and Caesar, and shout out TJ and Jamie and Trent. They were all over at the restaurant with us. They just didn't come back over here.
Oh, lame.
Some of them had to work, so I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Got to be responsible.
It was funny because obviously I was just hanging out, like doing my normal gem paintings and whatnot. And Caesar put on the F1 race.
Oh, yeah. He was watching the races.
There was some, like, I don't know, where the flag person or lead car, I don't know. There was something going on where he was like, hey, let me know when it says that's ending. And literally I was, continuously looking up, checking. And then at one point, like, I looked at him because, like, you guys were all talking. And then literally he looked back at the screen whenever I was looking at you guys, and I looked back at the screen and it said it was ending. And he looked at me and I was like, it's ending.
my bad.
It literally had just happened, and I was like, of course, now he looks.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, fun night last night. The boys went and played some golf. Me and you kind of just had a real chill day yesterday.
Yeah, just hung out.
Yeah, it was a busy week when we were talking about the housing inspections, all that kind of stuff getting put together. The mountains of fucking paperwork that we have been signing, but knock on wood, so far it's been a good process of getting through everything. But it's crazy right now. A lot of fun stuff. The friends are excited. The family's excited. We've been getting calls, so we're excited to get all of our friends and everybody over there to go check out the house once we get the keys in hand and get started on that. I'm super excited for the new design of the podcast studio. Yeah. We're gonna have some fun with it.
I was just about to say I'm so excited. I want to start buying stuff, but You made a good point. We don't have any measurements of anything right now. And like, we do still have like almost a month till we can move in and whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
We just got to take the time, get in the house, see, and literally come up with a full design.
Exactly.
Because I think we were talking about it last week on the podcast. We're going to do a split room because it'll be half DJ and Bet. So we're super excited to bring the sports podcast back this season, as well as Who Are You will be on the other side. Try to make it easy for everything, but it's gonna be crazy. I'm excited for us to be able to talk more about what's coming out of the DJ and Bets here soon. Once we're right about to start, everybody will get to know some more fun info, collaborations, things that we're doing this next season. Even more sports. Sports we'll be talking about. So leave it at that. But one thing I'm excited to fucking have, I'm excited to grill.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get the basic white dad back out there with the fucking jorts and the white the old white Nikes and shit out there, the New Balances.
New Balance,
Get the orthotics going.
Grills are not cheap though, so that's gonna be obviously that is gonna be a big part of us having a house. We want to grill, do those things, but I definitely want to get a flat top as
100%.
part of the grill set. Do fried rice and whatnot.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with you. They were asking me about like housewarming gifts and stuff, and they were talking about like he was talking about his mom giving me a grill. I was like, no. I was like, I love your mother. She's paid for thousands of things for me over the years. She just had to buy me a grill.
No, but that is definitely going to be an exciting time once we get one of those.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. We're excited to be able to do that stuff and have some more fun content. We'll have a backyard where we can do things. I think that's going to be kind of cool.
Yeah, we're going to have so much space, so I'm excited to just think of all the new ideas that we can do.
Get more creative with things.
Yeah, exactly, because obviously first home, we're going to be there for a while. That's the goal, so definitely see what we can incorporate.
Oh yeah, it's going to be cool. Me and Shannon have even talked about putting like a putting green in the back and stuff.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
This neighborhood is not ready for that kind of stuff.
No.
They'd be like, what? Like, what are these people doing?
They're like, this house is wild.
No, we're excited for it. Just different stuff that we can do. We're limited on how much we can do. Obviously, we're living in an apartment here.
Yes.
But we've made the best of everything we've been able to do here. And especially with us, we were talking about more golf content as well coming up here soon. We're trying to get that kind of ironed out on how we're going to do that. There's a whole mix of things. It's going to be interesting. So we're excited to continue the content, bring some more just wacky us videos.
Yeah.
Some stuff does great. Other people are like, what the hell's wrong with you? But at the end of the day, it's just going to be a fun time. We're excited to move on into that part of our lives there.
Yeah. So definitely make sure you follow the pod, the Who Are You page, so because we're definitely going to do some behind the scenes when we're building up the new studio, building up the house in general, give our personal pages a follow. So.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a fun time. A lot of stuff coming up here soon. Super excited with that, and we even got some more awesome interviews coming up here soon too as well. Yeah. I know you guys are probably like, what, 2 Sunday hangouts in a row?
Sometimes it happens.
We get busy, man. It get busy, but we still always want to make sure we bring the content out to you guys. Obviously, if you guys know anybody you feel like be a good fit for the show, send them our way. We're always down to have some more people, but we got some fun people coming up in these next couple weeks, so absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. But besides that, the only other thing I saw in the news wise, and me and you were kind of talking about it a little bit, they're actually going to be moving the Jacksonville jail. I'm interested to see where they're going to be putting that.
That is going to be so interesting. I haven't seen too much news about it recently. Mm-hmm. I know someone at work had mentioned it before you and I talked about it. So I don't know if they're literally scouting out new places to build one or if they're scouting out buildings to just transform it into.
So I was reading, because I did some like little bit of research on it before we got on here. It looks like they're in, as you were saying, the scouting process right now and like the thought process where they're going to put the jail, especially with it being downtown. And now they're really changing up downtown when it comes to like the new stadium coming there. I mean, even in Town Center, we're getting a soccer stadium now for our professional soccer team that's coming here.
Yeah.
So I think they're just trying to make downtown just look nicer when it comes to not having the full-on fucking jail right there. So Duval County Jail will be getting moved. Nothing's official on where they're going yet, but it's just interesting to think like the amount of security that you have to do with this. Like, I'm sure it's going to be like months and months, if not years, of moving people in and out and getting people where they need to be on that. It's just, I can't understand the logistics behind all this kind of stuff.
I have no idea, but that was one of my things. It was like, could you imagine moving that many people?
No, I can't.
Like you said, the security that's going to come into play, depending on how far the new one is going to be from where the current one currently is. I mean, I'm just thinking, like, are they going to close down roads and do it all, like, at once?
I doubt they'll do it all at once, because you got to think about the amount of manpower that would take when it comes to JSO.
But also, like, think of the amount of manpower guarding 2 jails at the time.
Well, I get that, but I'm also saying with just the movement of it, I think they're going to have to, because JSO still needs JSO people on the street to, do their jobs if something gets called in. So I don't know how that whole logistical mess will work in any way, shape, or form, but it will be interesting to see where they put that. And I think it will make Jacksonville look a little nicer with not having the jail right next to everything.
I agree.
So I don't think it's a bad thing, but I don't know where they're going to put a new one, to be honest with you.
And someone made a good point. I don't know if it was you or my coworker, but the current jail is literally right next to the courthouse. So the price it's going to cost to transport people whenever it's time for the hearings or whatnot,
That's true.
So,
and they may keep it downtown. They just may not have it right next to all the stuff that people want to do.
Yeah,
that's more what I'm thinking on that side, because they're adding, as we were saying, the Jag Stadium's getting not edited. I was about to say that. What the fuck is getting remodeled currently. If you guys live in Jackson, you've driven by lately, you've been seeing all the different kinds of scaffoldings that's getting put up, all the big old machinery that they're using to add different things, but. It's going to be cool. I'm excited to see what downtown Jacksonville looks like soon. They're putting a lot of money into it.
Definitely.
The one thing, so there was a comment the other day on a podcast I was listening to, and I wish Jacksonville would kind of bring in this as well. A lot of people have been talking about how they get to sporting events. So whether they drive their own car and they pay for parking, or there's like in Boston, there's the T that it's their train system that takes you around. You can get to the stadium from there.
Or people can boat.
Yes, and like Jacksonville can boat, we're able to do that with the Jags game and stuff. But I think it would be cool if they actually made a big push on making it easier to get to the stadium, where we're not driving through like these old ass neighborhoods where some dude has a sign up for $40 you can park in their driveway and all that. It's just So I'm on the side where it'd be cool if they had like just a bus system, like specifically like a busing system. Like you go and park in a parking lot, maybe you're still across the river. They'll transfer you there after the game's over. They transfer you back. It's safer. In my opinion, I think it'd be safer. Obviously, I'm not, the logistics on this as well. But I thought that would be a good idea for Jacksonville a little bit more.
I think you're totally right. My thought process, so they do have the fields where people can park for the games, like the specific Jaguar parking. Yeah,
they have like the different parkings, but they get filled up in like 0.2 seconds. That's
I know they get filled up. My thinking is when everyone starts walking towards the game, a bus system coming from across the bridge, having to deal with everyone in the streets is going to be a problem.
Yeah, but I mean, you're going to deal with that anyway. Yeah. Like either way, even with you just driving your own car, it's still going to be a thing as well. So, and JSO is also out there directing stuff, and they could figure out a way where, if anything, the buses they could probably get right back to like 30 minutes before the game ends, right?
Yeah.
They come back across, they're prepared. You have like an app on your phone that like, this is your one that you're gonna ride. You scan, you get on, keep on going with your day. Like say if it was like $10 a ride, cheaper than Uber, I would go do that. Or they used to have, they still do have it, but no one uses it, the Skyway in downtown Jacksonville.
I was just about to say we have that, but that's only downtown, right?
It's exactly.
So there wouldn't be anyone like coming over the bridge, like if there was a designated tailgating area on this side, but that would be a good thing to have.
I agree.
Like have a stop right outside the Jag Stadium, like where we have a system, like a stairwell to go down and enter or whatever,
like a subway system almost.
Yeah,
but stuff is just up top in the air.
Right.
No, I agree with you. It was an interesting conversation, because I was like, it's something I never really thought about, because there's been other stadiums I've gone to where it's super easy. You literally just go park. You are pretty much at the stadium and you just walk up and go and like do whatever you want. I see that a lot more with like basketball stadiums. A lot of times they have a shit ton of parking for like per seat they have. They usually have a lot of parking, and you can park and walk into the stadium from there.
Yeah.
Rather than doing the tailgating lots and all that stuff.
Yeah, you're 100% right, because I was just thinking like even in Ohio, the Cavaliers and everything. So they literally have multiple story parking garage, and then you can just walk. There's like a walkway. You don't have to go down to the street. You could, but
that's pretty
to go
cool.
straight from the garage to the stadium.
I didn't know that. Because
Yeah.
I've only been to one NBA game ever, and it was a tester game here in Jacksonville. I've never had a chance to go to like even the Magic or Cleveland. I would go see a Cleveland Cavalier game. That'd be cool.
I don't know if I went for a Cavaliers game, but the circus and stuff used to be held at the same spot.
I get it, but you were the stadium itself either way. What
exactly.
they use is like that. That's still pretty cool in my opinion.
Going and standing next to the painted players on the wall.
Yeah.
The height.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. But
yeah, so I don't know. I
agree.
just think a different transportation system would be good for the city because we have so many people here. That's the main thing. Is just and with Jacksonville, you go over multiple bridges and you're just all collected down there. If it's a big playoff game, it's hell. It is absolutely hell down there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, and obviously, like you said, everything's being redone right now, so it's limited capacity, and people are still going to want to go down there and tailgate and all that, so it's still going to be the same busyness going on, just with limited of who's going.
Yeah, like most of the time, most of the people probably down there will be there just for the tailgate, and then whoever has an actual ticket make their way in, but... I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I know Jacksonville's working on it, so there's a lot of stuff that they're going to be doing, adding on to it. So I guess we'll see in the next 2-3 years once it's all complete. But I don't know. It's just they brought that up in the show, and it was something I thought about. I was driving around work thinking, I'm like, yeah, that's a good point, actually. I was sitting there thinking about that.
And it's very true. I mean, we have no idea what's in the works, so we'll see what all the new things that they mention once the stadium's kind of getting towards the end of build.
It'll be
as well.
Like we've seen the renderings of the downtown stadium. It's supposed to look badass. It's supposed to be like one of the most futuristic ones you've ever seen. So I'm excited to see what it looks like. I'm not excited for how expensive those fucking tickets are going to be though.
That's what I was just thinking too.
Because even if Jacksonville's just a medium, like decent team, they're still going to rape you on price. It's going to
just because the stadium's brand new.
Yeah, just because the stadium's brand new. Also, we're paying for the contracts of all these dudes who are, like Lawrence making $100 million a year or whatever it is.
Yeah, that is true.
The struggles. The
struggles.
But we got some more fun things coming up when it comes to sports. Jumbo Shrimp season just started as well. Super excited to go to some of those games. I think we do have a semi-pro basketball team, I think, here still. I think they're now the 76ers, or no, not 76ers, like 79ers or something like that, that they're trying to bring back. We used to have the Jacksonville Giants. That was like the big one for a while. Arena football's back, hockey's going on, so there's more fun sporting events, and I think those are usually the most simple ones to get into. Like the Jumbo Shrimp have set up right where they literally have the guest parking right across the street.
So nice.
And then you just walk right up to it, and you can just walk up to the ticket counter and buy one. It's quick, easy. It's like $5-10. It's nothing crazy,
right? And you can kind of use the same parking for the arena football and hockey games, right?
Exactly,
because that's right there next door pretty much.
Yeah, because you have the Jumbo Shrimp, or it used to be 1-2-1 Stadium, but I think it's VyStar Stadium now. And then you have Veterans Memorial Arena right next to it, and that's where the Icemen and that's where the Jacksonville Sharks play, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, very fun.
Yeah,
definitely got to go and get into some of those games more.
I do. I need to get some more like shirts and like hats and stuff for them, because I love the Jumbo Shrimp. I just don't have everything on here.
We need to work on getting like jerseys and stuff and getting them signed and framed for the new studio.
That'd be cool. Get some like OG like Jacksonville stuff on there. I think that'd be sick for the stadium or the studio and everything.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, did you want to move into? Would you want to do Would You Rather's or our top threes first today?
I mean, mine really don't have any play into anything that we're talking about, so let's do top three first.
Okay. Let everybody know what our top three is this week then.
So our top three, as you all know, we're still working on getting new materials. If you have any ideas, let us know.
This one's a good one, though. It's topical. It's a time of year.
So this one is our top three summer activities. I'm excited.
I am too.
I love summer.
I love a good summer activity. This is when a lot of the fun stuff comes back. You're not just stuck inside because it's cold. We got some good times on this one.
Do you want to go first or you want me to?
I'll let you go first. Ladies first this week.
So summer activities. I love summer. My number three, I put going to the zoo or aquarium.
I like it.
Obviously, anytime we go to a new place, we try to go to an aquarium. I think we should start doing zoos as well.
Yep.
But obviously, zoos depend on weather.
And Jacksonville has one of the best zoos in the country almost.
Well, and they just put together a whole new exhibit.
Yeah, Manatee exhibit.
We got to go check it out. So, number two, I put a split. I put golf / kayaking.
Yeah, choose one there. That's two completely different things.
It's no, because typically we do one or the other.
But
like those are the top two like things we typically do.
You gotta make an honorable mention for one of them. These are two different activities.
Fine, I'll put for summer kayaking.
Okay, number 2, kayaking.
And that's what I was telling you earlier. I was like, we need to go do more of that because I don't think we did much last summer.
Well, no, we didn't, but I'm down to do it. I do enjoy that stuff.
And I think we should get our own kayak because every time we go to that kayak place, there's spiders crawling around everywhere. I can't deal with it. And then my number 1 summer activity, obviously pool days.
Oh, yeah.
You can go into the pool, tan, hang out, water balloon fights, all that fun stuff.
I like it. It's a good list.
And then honorable mention, I'll put golf, and I put travel as well.
I get you.
But
I like it. It's not a bad list. Me and you have some similar ones. So for me, my top 3 summer activities, we got some good ones this week. Number 3, barbecue with the friends.
Yeah.
Get outside. They have a fire pit going. We're, cooking burgers, hot dogs, all that kind of stuff, especially with everybody getting houses or, living in nicer places as well. We're all kind of getting together more on that and going and just, having food. We're not big on the bar scene very much anyways, so we all kind of like getting together and just, having beers, hot dogs, burgers with the boys, talking, watching games. It's always fun. So,
love it.
And then all the friends and family are together, so it's not a bad thing at all. My number 2, similar to yours, I'm going to say cracking open a beer next to the pool.
Yeah.
A pool day when it is 85, 90 degrees outside, you're sitting there chilling. Our friend group, we love to sit down at the pool and be there for like 8-9 hours. We'll be there from noon to almost until it's dark outside.
I'm so excited for the tan.
Oh, yeah. We love the pool days. So number 2, pool days, crack open a beer, hang out, all that. My number 1, when it is a nice, hot, warm morning, golfing on a Saturday. That Saturday morning golf round helps me make it through the week every single week. When we got the boys, everybody's texting on Tuesday, Wednesday. We're already texting, like, where we playing, what we want to do, all this. Or me and you were talking about where we're going to go play or even playing with the boys as well. Just a fucking Saturday morning golf round hits every single time. Love it. Honorable mentions, kayaking, obviously going on the water is amazing. Sitting outside at restaurants.
Yeah.
That's another thing in the summertime here in Florida. You get to sit outside. Depending on how hot it is, you may want to choose inside. But when it's a nice day outside and you can sit down and have a good meal at a good restaurant and you're just hanging out in the beautiful Florida weather, how can you beat that?
All the food trucks are going to start coming back.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. I like it. Good list. Good list. I think we have some good lists, some similarities. I knew we would have some similarities.
Yes. I was surprised that pool was your number 2, but I get it.
Golf on Saturday.
Golf, yeah.
I love a good golf day.
And honestly, maybe I would have put golf in my list if, I was thinking I like golf better when it's spring and fall time, just because it's so hot during the summer, for me at least. I don't like going and being sweaty that whole time.
I mean, it's something I'm just also me and the boys are always do it anyway, so it's nothing new. True. Also, with me working outside, I'm going to be hot and sweaty no matter what I'm doing anyways. Yeah. But just a fun thing that you look forward to all week, right? It's something, true. When I know there's going to be a golf round on Saturday, I'm pretty hyped. I'm like, all right, let's just make it through Friday. We'll be okay. We're going to survive. Make it out there on Saturday and just enjoy the start of the weekend right there.
Well, and that's why I enjoy the pool days because, we get everyone together. Mm-hmm. We can do the cookout maybe, or I can just have my book and be in my own little world. We have drinks and, I can go and join the fun, but
literally it's usually me and the boys all huddled up around in the corner, and then the girls are either tanning, reading their books, or hanging out and talking to each other. So it's just fun get-togethers with everybody. We enjoy those times of year.
Absolutely.
And I mean, for the past multiple summers, we've been on a streak of if we're not golfing, we're usually hanging out by the pool that day, just chilling.
Or after golf, we're hanging out by the pool.
That is true. That's a nice way to end a nice day at the range, or just come back and after if we shoot 130 out there, go hang out by the pool and hang our cool down our sorrows out there, I guess is what we can call it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, I do have a would you rather this week, and I believe you said you had 2 as well.
Yes, they're not like crazy, but
That's fine. It's no problem.
funny ones.
I'll go first on the would you rather. This is on our topic, so it makes sense for to ask you this one. If you guys are a golf fan, you will like this question.
Oh, goodness.
So my would you rather is, would you rather be able to hit your driver 250 yards straight on the fairway every single time?
Okay.
Every single time, right? Or no matter the distance, as long as you're on the green, you will always hit a putt. Well, only one putt every time. So you'll putt and you'll make it every single time, no matter the distance on the green.
On the green.
If you're off the green, all that kind of stuff, none of that. Like if you're
like
on,
whenever I hit my putter from like 30 yards away from the green.
yeah, no, none of that. So if you're on the green and say you're like, you got a 40-footer, right? Those real long ones, the holes on the complete other side of the green, you always one putt and make it.
But you could always have a perfect drive.
250 yards. Yep.
That's a good one.
This is one I thought you would have to think about because it's depending on how you are as a golfer, which one would you choose? Some people are really good at driving, other people are not. Some people are really good at putting, some people are not.
I'm going to choose the driver.
Are you?
I was going to choose the putt one just because that sounds great, but I'm thinking like if I can hit my driver straight to what?
250 yards.
250 yards every time.
That's a solid hit, always.
I'm thinking like imagine if it's a hole where the green is 250 yards away.
I mean, that would be a par 4, but it would never be 250 yards away.
I don't know.
You're fine.
I'm just thinking like I'm pretty bad with my driver.
But just think about like par 4s. Those are usually 400 yards, 350, 400 and some yards away. So you're already halfway there off of one hit.
Yeah. And it's straight, like in the middle. Whereas, typically we're right or left or I'm 10 yards ahead of where I teed off from.
I get it.
So, and I think I'm better with my putt than I am with my drive. So I think that would be more helpful for me.
I get you. I mean, there's really no wrong answers. More of just how you play. With me, I'm not anywhere near a 300-yard driver myself or anything like that. I am pretty consistent. If I'm having a good day on the round, I'm usually hitting my ball pretty straight most of the times. 200 and some yards. I wouldn't say 250 every single time, but I'm pretty consistent with my straight drives. So for me, I would take the putting myself personally because I think the putting. That's where I feel like we all get in a lot of trouble, even when we do our scrambles, right? We'll think it's a 10-yard or 10-foot putt. All of us like, oh, we're going to knock this down, and then we all just curl it off to the right, curl it off to the left.
That far.
Or we make it just short as hell. So, yeah, there's a lot to it. I'm going to take the single putt for me personally, but that's just based off my skill set of how I play golf.
No, a single putt is definitely a good thing because, 3-putt is a term for a reason.
Yeah, and when you 3-putt something, that's tough. Like,
right.
Like, there's been plenty of times, say it's just me and you playing a scramble, we get up there in 2 or 3 shots, we're sitting there either for birdie or for par, and then we 3-putt it, and we're looking at each other like, what the fuck just happened?
I know. It would be nice to have that security of, like, even if you're, like, on the edge of the green, it's going to be a 1-putt.
Exactly. I thought that would be a good one. We were talking about golf and everything. I thought that would fit the vibe.
Yeah. Honestly, I just need to golf more, I think.
I get you.
To do better.
I get you. What is one of yours?
Okay, so my first would you rather is would you rather have your index finger replaced with your big toe or have your pinky replaced with your thumb?
So, like, my pinky finger replaced with my thumb?
Yes.
Okay. And what was my first option again?
Have your index finger replaced with your big toe.
I feel like you need, when it comes to your index finger, that's such a specific part. So I think I would switch the pinky and the thumb, to be honest with you.
Thumb is such a, I guess as long as you still have it on
you still
your
have
hand,
it. That's what I'm thinking, right? So you still have it. So you still have like the dexterity and be able to grab stuff, all that. So I think the thumb and pinky I would change. Your hand would basically be backwards, but it would still work in the normal way. Because I'm thinking about, like, say we go to the range and go to pull the thing, and with you if it's my big toe, I don't even have particularly big feet.
That's true.
You wouldn't be able to do that. Pointing would be kind of weird as well. I just feel like there'd be a lot of things that you can normally do with your index finger where you're also on your toe. you only have the two, like you don't have the two joints.
It's a lot shorter, yeah.
Well, you only have the one joint that bends your toe. So yeah, I'm taking the thumb and pinky reversed.
Okay, I got you.
I think I would take that. What about you?
Probably the same.
Okay.
Just because, like you said, it's pretty much the same. Your hand's the same except backwards. Although the only difference is your pinky is now in this substantial part that you use to like make a fist and like grab things.
I get you.
So I don't know, but I agree with you.
Okay, I like it.
My other would you rather is, would you rather have to hug everyone you meet or give a wedgie to everyone you meet in a red shirt?
I would hug everybody I meet.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like that would be more nice than the wedging part.
Yeah. I'm surprised just because you don't like touching people you don't know.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of randomly hugging people in any way. It would make me uncomfortable, but it would be, I feel like, a lot nicer than the aggressive wedgie.
Yeah.
You know? Because, I don't know, I hug people if I know you, or even if I've met and we've talked for a second. Like, I've hugged multiple guests on our podcast that we've just met. True. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do the aggressive one. I feel like people would be like, what the fuck you got going on? But you're a little aggressive just based off the color of my shirt.
I got you. It's like, I would choose the hugging as well, but it does get tricky because obviously, like with our jobs and stuff, you go to people's houses, you would have to hug them every time you meet them, or like I have clients come in or anything like that. And there's people you meet that are also just weird and like,
oh, you're not wrong.
You don't want to be in proximity to them.
I don't disagree with you. I can understand.
Yeah, but I would agree. I'm a hugger anyway. So.
Yeah, I am too. I feel like that's always, anytime we interview a guest, you try to go for the handshake and like, I'll just give you a hug. It's always funny.
That is true. Everyone's very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
No, that was a good question. That was interesting. I still think the golfing one was one that you would have to think about for a second.
Is. Yeah, absolutely. We'd have to find like, would you rather this or this or this? Because you got to include the irons into somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like that's the worst part of my play is the irons.
Yeah.
But, everybody knows, like, golf is just one of the hardest fucking sports ever. We sat down with Prince Cunningham. He was talking about how he's damn near a scratch golfer. I'm like, I would kill for that, dude.
Crazy.
Can you just imagine being able to hit the ball just consistently? You knew where it's going every single time, and it's just, it's fun. I have a great time. I have a great time on the golf course, but, the days that you're hitting really good are a lot more fun because you're excited about everything. You're hitting the ball well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like I said, I need to get out there more, just hit more often. Mm-hmm. And then I need to get a couple new clubs. I want to get a 4-iron because I don't have one of those.
Get a driving iron.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see. You got to find like a girls like golf league or something.
Maybe.
That'd be fun. Go do like Saturdays. You meet people. You meet women who play golf.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon's like, ooh, social. I don't know about that.
You're not there to be the social one. I don't know.
I think you'd be okay.
We can go to Fun on the Fairway.
Yep, shout out Fun on the Fairway. They're coming up soon, but they're not doing like golf rounds. So
I know.
That's what we need to do. Go get in a league or something.
I want Alex to start so that way Jamie, her, and I can go out, and then someone else needs to get a girlfriend.
She's been around it for a while now. I don't think she's gonna start, unfortunately.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's her vibe.
But
it's okay. There's nothing wrong. Everybody's different.
Jamie's my girl league.
Your girl league?
Yeah.
I feel like Jamie would go join one with you. Because remember we used to go to the
volleyball.
What was the group name? Something Jax Frey. Jax Frey. They used to throw the events, and there was like pickleball, there was basketball, there was all the different sports.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm so out of shape. I need to get back in shape before I join any of them.
You're golfing. You're not gonna die out there.
That's true.
Say if you're panning hard on golf, that's a rough day.
Well, I couldn't do one of those leagues where you walk.
Yeah.
I need a golf cart. That's one of the reasons I got into golf. So
you don't have to. So you can
can't
drive
remove the cart.
The cart's the main part.
Yeah.
But you've also been reading a bunch of books and stuff lately too.
I have.
For any of our girl listeners, if you guys have any kind of book series for Shannon, any recommendations, put those in the comments. She's been really into her reading. She's been a bookworm these past couple months. So what were the 2 series that you read?
I read Akatar a while ago, and then I just read Fourth Wing.
Fourth Wing, but then you were reading what's the one that you had like 7 of them? Is that Alcatraz?
Alcatraz, yeah, A Court of Thorns and Roses.
That's what it's called. I feel like more people would know what you're talking about with that.
Yeah, and well, I'm going to start rereading them because of the 2 new books coming back out.
That's true.
But before I do that, I'm going to read Master Key.
Got to read Master Key.
So, yes.
Say shout out to Christopher, man. He's working on getting his second book finished here soon too. So excited to see that come out. And then apparently it's been pretty successful. A lot of people have posted it up and been liking the book. And he was nice enough to hand us a copy as well. So we'll review and get back with you on that. See what Shannon's thoughts are on everything.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm almost done with my gem painting. So once I finish that and put it away, then I'll get the book out. And
once I finish my gem painting,
you'll have to read the book as well and let him know.
I'll have to check it out.
We can both give a review.
I need to get back into reading. I'm just not the biggest fan of just sitting down and reading. I'm usually doing something.
I know. That's why it got to intrigue me. Like I like the mysteries and all, things like that. So.
Well, you also like a good storyline. If the storyline's like good,
story.
Action and different stuff going on.
Absolutely.
I like it. Well, my dear, did you have anything else you wanted to say to the audience this week? Anything new? Anything at all?
I don't think so. I mean, we're still grinding. We are trying to get this house put together. So, like I said, stay tuned. We have about a month till closing, but definitely follow along with how we transform it once it's ours.
Super excited to bring y'all more content out there, y'all. Make sure you guys give us a like, a follow, a subscribe on all of our social media channels at Who Are You Pod, from everything from Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Anywhere you guys get your podcast, the Who Are You is on it. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow on there. And as we've been saying, it is a busy time of year, so we are trying to get some more guests on the show. If you have any recommendations or you think you'd be a good fit for the show, hit us up in the DMs, or you can shoot us an email, whoareyoupod@yahoo.com. Feel free to put it on there. Let us know that you're looking to try to get on the show. Give us a brief description of you just so you're not like, hey, I just want to be on the show. That doesn't help me much. So make sure you guys just let us know on there. We're always excited to have someone new on the show. But besides that, y'all, it was a great episode. I had a great time with you, dear.
Yeah, it was a great time. I'm excited.
Yep, and keep an eye out for more fun stuff coming up. But as we say every single week, y'all, we will see you guys next week.
Bye.